Welcome to Guns and Gear Network, everyone. Appreciate you tuning in today. I'm really excited to bring you our new series of videos and our newest project, and it is going to be an overlanding / bugout trailer. So if you have any interest in overlanding trailers, I'm sure you've researched them or started researching and realized that they are really expensive, and I'm talking they can get really crazy. So that's kind of what the project's about. I kind of wanted to do one myself. I didn't want to spend the money on a store-bought one. And I'm talking these things start at $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, go up to $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 or more. I mean, it just depends on what's involved. There's a couple ways to do it. Build your own. There's all kinds of things that you can consider doing. You just need to make sure the quality's there if you want to take it off-road so it holds up. So one of the other things that people do is take an old military trailer and convert it, and that is what we're going to do with this project. So this is a M416 military trailer. It's a 4x6. These trailers have been similar in size and style since back in the World War II, Korean War, basically Korean War probably forward into Vietnam. They changed them a little bit here and there. This is the second one I've had. The old M100 trailer, similar in size. The Bantam trailer, the Bantam and the M100 had round fenders. This one has squared off fenders. But a lot of these that you find are eat up with rust pretty bad. So you got to kind of dig around and look. And because of, I guess, better economy and people are converting these now and they're getting a little more scarce and people wanting to buy them, prices have crept up even on these. So plan on spending. You might get lucky and find a decent base trailer to start with without a lot of rust. They're all going to have some surface rust unless somebody has done a restoration already. And that's just going to drive the price up unless they just don't know what they have. Maybe their grandfather had it, grandpa had it, their dad, they passed away, they're just cleaning out the estate, and you might get lucky. But overall, plan on anywhere from probably $500 as a minimum all the way up to $1,500, $2,000 for one that's real capable of being converted and restored fairly easy without a ton of work. So this one I got, it was a military trailer that has probably went to surplus and went to the state, and the state painted it yellow and then turned it into a welding trailer. So they've added a few things that I'm going to do away with, and I'll show you those. We'll kind of go over what I'm doing and kind of as we talk about the trailer itself today and some things I'm going to be doing with the project. I've got some special sponsors coming on board for this, I think, that I'm in talks with that I'm excited about. Our goal is to finish this, and I'm going to do a series of videos talking about what I did and how I did it and why I did it and all that good stuff as we build and do. And then our goal is to finish into November and be able to take it to Overland East. If you're not familiar with Overland East, there's two overlanding shows, expos. One on the West Coast in Arizona, one in North Carolina. Our goal is to be participating with this trailer. I'm going to Overland East anyway to participate. I'm going to do a series of videos there also and about the show. But overall, in general, that's my goal, is to get there with this trailer to be able to display it and use it and that sort of stuff. So again, M416 trailer. A few things you want to look for is rust and things like that. That's why I got this one. It's very clean. Also, this tailgate, these are tubs. They do not have a tailgate. So a lot of people fabricate or cut in tailgates. This one is solid. It's never been cut. And I'm going to decide one way or another if I'm actually going to cut this tailgate out. And it destroys the value. That's the only problem as far as a military trailer. But I am going to paint it silver to match my FJ Cruiser. It's going to be silver and black is going to be the, just like that. So that's kind of going to be the color scheme of it. I'm going to probably do the interior here in bed liner material. The sides are going to be a hammered silver style paint. The fenders are probably going to be also the truck bed liner style paint, and the frame will be a truck bed liner style paint. But if you look, any of you guys that has looked at these trailers, this one is solid all the way around, just other than surface rust and just grime and dirt. It is solid. I mean, it's got a little bit of surface rust here and there. The state looks like they added this. This is probably where they mounted their anvil slash vise for their welding projects. They added this piece up here to hold their fire extinguisher, their acetylene torches, canisters, all that good stuff. They also cut the lunette out and extended the tongue, which I'm fine with. I was going to do that anyway, at least extend it. I may wind up going back with the lunette style with the what they call the penalai in the front. Hadn't quite got there yet as far as that decision, but if you look, very solid, no rust other than some minor surface rust that will come right off when I have this thing sandblasted. I've got a guy that's going to come to the house, sandblast it for me, should get me back started. Again, when they made these trailers, they were not for looks, they were for utility purposes, and so there's some slag and some things that are not perfect on it, but that's okay. That's just the kind of the nature of the beast with these trailers. Wheels and tires, I hadn't quite decided what I'm going to do about that just yet. I'm probably going to flip the axle, get a little more height out of it, and then I may consider putting matching wheels and tires that I have on the FJ. Hadn't quite decided that 100%. My other option is to take these wheels and have them sandblasted, either powder coated or painted, and then go back with a traditional, more traditional Jeep slash military off-road style. The kind of luggy off, they're flat, but they're off pattern lugs. I'm sure you've seen them before. Just think of the MASH style Jeeps, those tires that they use. I kind of want to go back to that. If I do, I am going to carry a spare. And then even if I do the matching wheels and tires, I'll probably end up getting a spare, but I do have a spare on the FJ if I needed it. But just kind of walking around, showing you everything. Like I said, very solid. Pulls great. I just picked it up today and pulled it about, I don't know, 35, 40 miles. Pulled straight as an arrow, 60, 65 miles an hour, no issues whatsoever. But underneath, it's going to be dark, so it's going to be hard for me to get under there and kind of show you. But it does have some surface rust. I think most of that should come off with a sandblaster to give me a good base to be able to paint underneath there real good and get all that back. But like I said, anybody that knows these trailers knows that it's hard to find them in this kind of condition, being this clean and with just minor surface rust. So, and the body and stuff's about as straight. Usually a lot of times you'll see where there's big dents, you know, up in here or caved in or pushed in. Pretty straight all the way around with this one. But I'm excited about the project and look forward to putting it together for you guys. And like I said, I'll do a series of videos, kind of one at a time, showing you each thing. We're going to do adding some things to it. Like I said, I've already started stripping it off. I started grinding out some of the bad areas that were a little heavier with the rust in certain spots, and there was some slag where they welded. I went and popped all that off and kind of ground down all those areas kind of smooth, get a better base to work with when you go back to paint it. Silver and black is going to be the choice of colors for this to match the FJ. I want to do new reflectors. I'm going to do new wiring harness. Everything's going to go back new. I'll probably even go and buy all new bolts for at least 90-95%, maybe 100% of the project, to just put everything back new. So that's you know, might as well go ahead and do it and get it over with, and I don't have to worry about yellow painted bolts and stuff. Like I said, I'll just buy a bunch of new bolts and put it all back together, and it should be a great long lasting trailer. It should last you know, last my lifetime, to be able to pass off to my son and he enjoy it when I'm long gone, and maybe even his grandkids can enjoy it. But that's kind of the thing, just as an heirloom trailer that you can build memories with your family and stuff like that. But I'm gonna try keeping the utility purpose of it. A lot of people put kind of covers that are hard to really use for anything other than camping, so I'm trying to decide on some different thoughts on covers and jerry can holders and all kinds of things that you'll see throughout the project as we're putting it together. But anyway, guys, appreciate you tuning in. If you've ever done a project like this, tune in, tell us about maybe some hints and tricks and tips for our viewers and subscribers that you can help them with and help myself. And if you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. That'll give you notifications as we put out videos to let you know when the next one has been posted. And as always, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Bring another video shortly. Have a great day.